Hey everyone, it's Steve here from socialtransformation.us. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. I'm just staying in tonight, Saturday night, just going to be enjoying some alone time. I actually went out last night and my social anxiety got challenged a little bit. I was supposed to meet up with my neighbor at a local bar by here. And when I got there, he wasn't there yet. So I got my beer, and then I sort of took a lap around the bar. It's just a small bar, and I was just standing by myself, and I was like, oh, this sucks. I don't know anyone here. My friend's not here yet. What should I do? I just felt stupid. So I stood there for like a minute or two, and I was like, okay, you know what? I came out tonight. I wanted to socialize, so I'm just gonna approach some random people and start talking to them. So I saw three dudes just throwing darts and just chatting and stuff. So I decided to just approach them, and I just went up to them and I was like, hey, I'm waiting for a friend, so I figured I would just hang out with you guys for a little bit. And I just asked them, have you always lived around here? Have you been to this bar before? Simple things like that. And we started talking about music and sports and all of that, which was really good. They were really cool dudes, and we got along really well. And it was good that I did that, because my friend, he didn't get to the bar until like an hour or two after we were supposed to meet up. So if I didn't actually approach new people and talk to them, I probably would have just freaked out and gone home and called it a night and not socialized at all. But so I was happy that I overcame that obstacle and just approached a group of dudes. And it was a little awkward at first. It's always awkward just approaching people randomly and starting a conversation. That you always imagine the other person's thinking like, why is this person talking to me? Like, why did they come up to me? But after you push through that initial awkwardness and you just start having a conversation, things become more natural, and you end up developing friendships with people and connecting with people in just a simple conversation. So being able to overcome that awkwardness, that initial awkwardness, is extremely important, because that's just a fact of social interaction, that whenever you approach someone randomly, there's going to be a little bit of awkwardness, a little bit of tension. But instead of freaking out or apologizing and running away, just talk to them, continue the conversation, ask them, simple things like just noticing your environment. If there's a band playing, be like, oh, what do you think of this band? Do you like them? And then from there, you could start talking about music. What kind of music do you like? And what's the last, show you've been to? Or if you're at a bar and there's no band playing or anything like that, you could just be like, well, what do you think of this bar? And, have you been here before? What other places in the area do you like? So, there's always different directions to take the conversation. But the biggest hurdle most of the time is just getting over that initial anxiety, that initial awkwardness, and just initiating that conversation and just sticking with it. Like, even if there's a little bit of awkwardness, someone from the group gives you a weird stare because, like, why is this dude randomly talking to me? But you just have a conversation, you ask people questions, and hopefully if you're in a good mood and you come off likable and friendly and open-minded, then you could have a good connection with anyone. But it's all about overcoming that initial awkwardness, because it's just always going to be awkward to start a conversation with a random person. It's just a part of our social world. But it's definitely worth it to overcome that awkwardness and just to push through it and be persistent about having a conversation, unless the person like obviously doesn't want to talk to you at all. Like if it's, a attractive girl or guy that thinks you're just hitting on them, then obviously it might be okay to just end the conversation there and try to find someone else to talk to. But in general, most people are actually pretty open to having conversations. But you just have to overcome that initial hurdle of approaching them, saying hi, saying what's up, and just taking the conversation from there. So, yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you guys today. I ended up having a really nice night last night. Got to meet those new folks. Then, my neighbor finally got to the bar and I hung out with him all night. And it was good. It was a good night. And now tonight, I'm just going to be recharging my batteries and relaxing a little bit. All right? So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, have a good night. Later.